Hello.
Hello, Gwendolyn. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm very well indeed, thank you. Lovely to hear your voice and
Oh, thank you.
coming through lovely and clear on Skype, so that's always a good thing. Fabulous.
Always.
There you go. So, whereabouts in the world are you at the moment, Gwendolyn?
I am in Maryland in the United States.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
How lovely. Yep, that's great. Do you mind if I start asking you a few questions? Is that okay?
Yeah, please.
I'd love to know loads more about you, and I thought a good place to start would be sort of at the very beginning, really, and just find out more about you growing up, and how music became something that you wanted to do, and whether it found you or you found it, or the usual things.
Yeah, we all probably as children dreamed of, you know, uh, being on stage. And for me, like if I go back to my middle school yearbook and it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? It said that I wanted to be an entertainer. So, being from New Jersey, we didn't really have as much of a music scene in New Jersey as I'm experiencing here in Maryland and DC.
Mm.
But, I did what most kids do. I was in the chorus, I was in the choir, I was singing in the mirror, leading songs, in the Baptist church. And I really didn't really get into music until I moved to Maryland when I was in my 30s.
Wow, there you go. That's brilliant. And so, what was sort of the inspiration to sort of take it to professional levels?
Wow. I was doing a lot of the band type of things, doing a lot of covers. And I ended up meeting this phenomenal keyboardist, Miss Ollie Wright. And she just encouraged me one day to try to write a song. And I was really, I'll be honest with you, I was kind of fearful of it because I'm like, I'm not a writer. And she just kept encouraging me and coming over to the house and playing some music. And from there, like I wrote my first song and I was like, this is pretty cool. I really like this. And since then, I probably write like every day or every other day. And this has just been maybe in the past 18 months.
Wow, well, that's brilliant though. I mean, that's a lovely transition, and I just love to hear when an artist tells you sort of really sort of personal things. I think that's just lovely. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's brilliant. And what about first time on stage? Can you remember the first time you were sort of pushed in front of an audience and said, "Right, sing to that lot"?
Well, again, I know this isn't a stage, but growing up,
Mm.
in a Baptist church, leading songs, that kind of felt like my first time on stage. I'm just being honest because we had a big congregation.
Wonderful.
But as far as, doing it more from a band level, yeah, I can remember I was in Annapolis area out here and it felt so good. Like I loved it. It was the most phenomenal feeling, especially when I found out that I can actually connect with people
Mm.
on the stage, through my song and through my voice and through my words. So to me, it's still like the most phenomenal thing. As much as I love to write and as much as I love to, record other folks, I have a studio, there's still nothing close to the feeling of being on stage and just kind of making that personal connection with your audience.
Absolutely right too, and wow, that's wonderful. Just thinking about who were the people that you listened to? What were the tunes that you bought and the people that you love to listen to?
Wow, that's a very interesting question because I kind of jump all over like with genres. Like even on my CD, there's jazz, I have some pop, that I've actually put out on SoundCloud. Growing up, I listened to, Gladys Knight, The Temptations. I listened to a lot of music that my parents listened to. We're talking about eight tracks, right?
Yeah, wow, yeah.
Getting a little older when I guess I started listening to my own type of music, I was a big fan of Stephanie Mills, huge fan of Annie Lennox, um, started listening to people like Tracy Chapman. And then, of course, when Neo Soul came out, that just took my breath away, And so, the Jill Scotts, the Lettuceys, the Avery Sunshines, and Erica Badu's, the Mel LaRue's, like they just totally probably defined mostly who I am right now as far as my sound.
Wow. I mean, every single one of those ladies you mentioned there is big female vocals,
Oh,
Avery, I've seen Avery make a whole room stand up, absolutely took us off our feet. Fabulous.
yes.
So, if that's the sort of influences that's going on there, I can see when I've looked looking at some of your videos, listening to your tunes, I can see exactly where you're coming from. That's
Oh,
brilliant.
yeah. Because, like Avery Sunshine, a perfect example. Like she has a beautiful voice, but she brings me in. It's more than her voice.
Absolutely,
And when
yeah,
she's on stage, I feel like I know exactly what she's feeling right in
that's
that
right.
moment. So,
Yeah, because you see her voice, it shall I say, in an auditorium where she is, it rains her
yes.
personality.
It
Absolutely,
it
yeah,
does. And even, I said Stephanie Mills, like if you think back, when Stephanie Mills was really hitting the stage hard, that
yeah.
girl had so much energy running back and forth on the stage. And so, yeah, those are definitely my influences, more than just singing, like the whole package.
Absolutely. I think people say pretty much the same about Annie Lennox again,
Yes.
it's and although the genres are completely different, we're talking about a very sort of similar kind of
Yeah.
ethos there between these ladies. So,
Yeah.
wow, that's great. Thank you so much. That's lovely. And of course, you're soon to come and join us here in the UK, aren't you? You're coming across very, very soon.
Oh, yes. I think it's in like 2 weeks. I actually arrive September 20th, and I'm there until October 3rd or 4th, I believe.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to all the different events that are going on with the MusicConnex Indie Showcase. I think it's awesome. If we're doing that here in the United States on that level, I haven't seen or heard of it. So what a, bananas crazy, amazingly amazing opportunity to come over there and perform in front of what I consider to be my fan base is mostly out of London. So I am excited.
We're excited too. We will be there at the London date because we're a London-based radio station. We're really,
Yes.
yeah, really looking forward to that. So that would be really good. But they're making you sort of go around the country a bit. You're Liverpool and
Yeah.
Birmingham too. So it's a sort of mini UK tour. Really fabulous.
Yeah. And we're going to Paris and Liverpool. So I think it's going to be fun. I always say if it's not fun, then why are you doing it? But I'm so looking forward to just kind of vibing with the band, vibing with the other indie artists. I think it's not only is it going to be fun and great to perform, but I think it's also going to be like, a great indie, support, meet the folks. I'm sure we're going to have all different experiences and advice for each other, as far as being an indie artist. So I'm really looking forward to this, the sisterhood also that I'm
Mhm.
going to hopefully be able to get, just kind of vibing with the other people who are on the show.
I think that's great, and I'm not sure about whether there is anything similar in the USA, but I find MusicConnex absolutely wonderful. We've been to lots of their events and support them as a radio station, and we absolutely love these events going along.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I feel super blessed to be a part of it, considering I just released my CD in July. So I'm really grinning hard like every day just thinking about it.
Fabulous, and yeah, we've been playing some of your CD, and also you were doing very well in the independent charts here. You have an amazing voice.
Was it gloss or glossy?
Gloss or glossy?
Okay.
I'm actually DJ Gloss, but people have shortened it to glossy. You know how people do. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just the way that things come about, Gwendolyn. You know how it is. So I don't mind as long as they don't call me too early in the morning. Says the DJ that does the breakfast show. But there you go.
Yeah, because I was checking out your website, throughout the week, and I was like, known as Glossy, but it says DJ Gloss. And what I loved is that when people say, "How do you describe your music?" I say jazzy soul funk, and then I saw on your website that the soul and jazz funk of the '70s and early '80s.
Definitely, absolutely right. And yeah, we cover all of the Mobo genres across the board, really.
That's cool.
Yeah, from 50-year-old reggae on 7-inch
Hmm.
plastic, right the way through to sort of modern R&B. We've got DJs all the way across the world, from here to Australia, some in
Amazing.
America too, and yeah, we're all about the love of the music here, because
Amazing. We love it. We appreciate you. Like, absolutely. The indie artists out here, I'm pretty close with many that end up being on, the stations out there, and all the time we're like, what would we do without you guys?
what would we do without your talent? I mean, let's face it, it's a wonderful arrangement. We love your music. You love to create it.
Yeah.
It's heaven and wonderful. So
Oh, thank
there
you.
we go. If there's anything that I haven't asked you, Gwendolyn, or that you'd like to say to your fans, then please do so now. And also to point people at where to look for your tunes, find out more about you, your Facebook and Twitter and things like that as well. Just
Yeah.
generally take your time and tell us whatever you want to tell us.
Oh, thank you. I just would like to say to my fans, thank you so much for, supporting me and supporting my project in such a short amount of time. Keep up with me. GwendolynCollins.com is my website. I'm on almost every social media. If you put in Gwendolyn Collins, Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, you'll find me there. I just really, again, I appreciate everything, and I'm so looking forward to coming out there in just a few weeks and meeting all the folks that I've had the opportunity to chat with on Facebook. So thank
Wonderful.
you so much.
You're so welcome, and we can't wait for you to get here too. Seriously looking forward to coming over to the Jazz Cafe in Camden. I'll be over there tomorrow. If they did a season ticket, I would have one, Gwendolyn, because I love the Jazz Cafe.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, I have people here in the States who are like, "Oh my God, you're playing at the Jazz Cafe." They when they visit London, they make sure that that's a part, of their vacation.
Well,
So
I'm not
so I feel
surprised.
honored, actually. I feel completely honored to be able to say I'm going to play there.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, the list of names that have been on
Yeah,
that stage just goes on forever. And
yeah,
it's fabulous. And, I love to go there. I think it's a fantastic venue. And you can stand and be a few feet away from
yeah,
the
yeah.
artists, and the atmosphere is just electric.
Yeah, I heard it's like a wonderful music venue, and it's not that it's small, but for some reason, I know another DJ was telling me that it just still has this intimate feeling.
It does, yeah, definitely. And the people that go there are music fans. They're
Yeah,
there for the music, nothing else.
exactly.
Just to go and hear some fabulous artists creating masterpieces from the stage.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, you're getting me even more excited.
Well, I'm getting myself excited talking about it. So
Yes.
brilliant. That's wonderful. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to share with us, Gwendolyn, then please feel free to do so. Otherwise, have an absolutely blessed and beautiful rest of your day. And we'll catch you here in London. And seriously looking forward to your special feature on our breakfast show.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. You have a beautiful day.
Okay, you take care now.
All right, bye now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.